Hey everyone, not going to spend a lot of time on this, but I want to talk to you about something regarding Twitter and the reporting of the Osama bin Laden assassination. What you're seeing here is a map that was put out by Twitter, and it reports tweets per second, evening of May 1st. Let's see if you see that. Adjust that so you can see a little better. Evening of May 1st, 2001. And it starts with the White House announcing President Obama's speech. Keith Urban tweets about Obama rumor. Remember, this is acknowledged by Twitter. It's right here, okay? ABC, NBC, and CBS report bin Laden's death. President Obama begins remarks. And President Obama confirms bin Laden's death. President Obama concludes remarks right here, and then, of course, the tweets per second go down. Got up to just over 5,000, roughly 5,000, what appears to be 5,200 tweets per second by 11 o'clock last night, Sunday night. Now, there is a Ad Age article that came into my attention here, right here, and basically it says why all the hyperventilating about Twitter breaking bin Laden's death is total nonsense. And it's by a guy named Simon Dumenko. Okay, fine. Now, here's my point. And the Ad Age blogger completely misses the boat. And as anyone who regularly tunes into my channel or reads my blogs knows, I've explained consistently that since the 80s, media has transformed. And I will repeat it. In the 80s, we had primarily print, television, and newspapers. In the 90s, we expanded print, television, newspapers, and then cable television, late 80s to the 90s. By the late 90s, mid to late 90s, through the early part of the first decade of the 21st century, we had websites and blogs. And now, of course, we have mobile and iPads. And so basically we've got 5, 6 different types of media now. Okay? And if you add email, technically that's 7. So the point is you have one ad dollar. One ad dollar used to be split. Like, so let's take Federated, for example. Federated agency, ad agency. They used to have one ad dollar. They would put some in print, some on television, and then, of course, some on radio. Well, that same ad dollar has to go a longer way just to make the same hit that was made decades ago. No longer, okay? No longer. And that money chase that is really at the center of this argument more than anything. So, the point being in this case is that Twitter's role really, it played to form, all right? Keith Urban, his tweet had to be verified by someone, and as Phil Bronstein said to me in an interview last year, the journalist's role is going to become as fact checker, to verify or to debunk something that's put out so rapidly by the media, like Twitter, or if you prefer social media. It doesn't matter that Urban qualified his statement by saying, hey, this is rumor, someone needs to check it out. And it also doesn't matter that he got it from a TV news producer. Why? Because the TV news producer wasn't using a mainstream media source to put it out there. If he was, then that TV news producer would have been cited as the person who broke the story. Instead, it's just some person that Urban knew that he got the information from. That person wasn't part of the media equation, doesn't count. Sorry, just doesn't count. What's missing in all this is that Twitter was actually used by the people in Pakistan who were in the town of Abbottabad, who were the recipients of the noise and all the stern and drum going on around them, and they were tweeting about it, didn't quite know what was going on. So for, at that time, the 14,000 followers of the person that tweeted, they knew something was going on. And around just a little bit before the time that Urban broke his story, they actually also speculated that, hey, we think this may have something to do with Osama bin Laden. All this occurred on Twitter. All of it. So to try to discount Twitter's importance, I think is, well, I think it's just plain silly. It's just absolute nonsense. And it serves no one any good to do so, to try. Because it encourages those who may not be proficient at using these combinations of new media. Twitter, blogs, podcasts, YouTube videos, and other types of videos like BlibTV, and in a unified, coordinated fashion. You say to them, oh, you imply that it's not important for them to learn how to do that. That's bad. It is very important. That's why you have so many journalists running around now complaining about not being able to pay their rent and getting upset that younger people don't read the news and they just, well, look at Twitter. Yeah, they do. So what? Deal with it. This is a new age. It's exciting because the world really is always changing. It's always in a state of flux. But for the first time, we have mechanisms that can show the change, the style of change, and the rate of change. An exciting time we live in.